Mayank Ajaria has an undergraduate degree from Carnegie Mellon University and an MBA from Harvard Business School. Harsh Parekh graduated with a Master's of Science in Information Networking and a Bachelor's of Business Administration at Carnegie Mellon. And finally, we have Paresh Kapashi with us. Paresh has done his MBA from Carnegie Mellon University with an emphasis on economics and finance. Tell us about your early years, your childhood, your school years. What was the family interaction like?
My parents were pretty much open for me and they encouraged doing extracurricular activities, so I participated in various sports.
Growing up, I would say my parents didn't necessarily push me in one direction. They were more open to, what I was passionate about and sort of me allowing me to chart my own course.
How did you cross that first chasm of even wanting to study abroad?
Actually, talked to a lot of people who had actually been and studied abroad and looked at the curriculum. And I realized that there were 2-3 things, advantages about studying abroad. So one of them was obviously the breadth. Once you're not only doing the course which you're actually registering for, like engineering, you also have to do other breadth courses. And one of the main things which I realized after I started my graduate studies is that there's a lot of practical experience there which you do not find here.
So how would you contrast your experience studying here in India versus studying at CMU?
The interaction between faculty and students is just phenomenal in the US. It really helps in studying any subject very thoroughly to get a great in-depth knowledge of any particular you're interested in.
Why stay at Carnegie Mellon for both undergrad as well as masters?
One of the major things and strengths of Carnegie Mellon about being interdisciplinary programs and where you can do different things in different fields. So I did a lot of business courses which I couldn't do if I had gone to some other school and try to do a technical master's degree actually.
How did you hone in on Carnegie Mellon?
The one sort of uniqueness about Carnegie Mellon is that it has an excellent business program as well through TEPR. So that combination is just very strong and allowed me to make the decision for myself personally.
I didn't want to go to a school where there were 200 people or 250 people in a class. So I had this personalized experience, personalized contact with the professors and so on and so forth.
Being an engineer, I was looking at a school which is more quant-oriented, and Carnegie Mellon is a very quant-oriented school. This has a blend of good campus life and good academic life, and that's why I chose Carnegie Mellon.
How did you experience diversity at Carnegie Mellon?
Though the MBA class is only 150 students, we had representatives from 25 countries. And we had a lot of courses where there was a lot of group study going on. So within your group, sometimes you'll have people, 5 people group will have people from 3 or 4 countries. So it was great getting to know them, even better as the courses went on.
Give us a sense of a classic day at Carnegie Mellon.
First year, you're hit by a truck. The first year is extremely intense in grad school. Second year is much better. You're doing electives most of the time, so it's easy pace. There isn't so much group work, and most of the people start looking for jobs, placements. That becomes a major part of their life.
Can you guys go through either one or two of your favorite classes and why you think so?
I actually liked a course which actually Paresh mentioned earlier, management game. So in that we actually were divided in teams of 5 each, and we had to manage a simulated company against the other teams.
Tell us about your experiences at CMU with travel.
Each year you end up getting a lot of breaks. So you have a spring break which comes up where people typically end up traveling a lot. So I traveled to a bunch of places. I also ended up traveling with a couple of friends to Europe for one summer. So you end up getting a lot of opportunity to travel when you're there, which really opens you up.
Like you said, there's a lot of opportunities to do summer schools and semesters in different universities in the US and abroad, and there are a lot of affiliations as well.
Did the alumni community impact you in any way, or were you able to impact the alumni community anyway? Any support you have received since graduating from the alumni community?
The community is very strong. People are very well connected. So I would say I haven't personally tapped into the alumni community from a business perspective so far, but at least from a personal perspective, I've certainly benefited a lot from it.
Any one striking, impactful memory from CMU? How has it influenced you overall as an individual?
Personally, I was a relatively shy kid growing up, and when I was in school, I tried at least to put myself in as many positions that would allow me to open up, and certainly it's a transformative experience.
It's made me a better business person. The whole decision-making process is more refined now. There's more structure to the thought. You're able to analyze a situation much better than without the skills I acquired at Carnegie Mellon.
What was the direct implementation of your learnings from Carnegie Mellon at work?
When you say you went to Carnegie Mellon, people have an immense amount of respect for you because they know that at least from the quantitative side, the technical side, you are very strong, despite the fact you might not have studied finance specifically, but you'll be able to pick it up in no time. That is one. Second, I would say is that I was focusing on investing in technology companies, and the fact that I had actually a technology undergrad background really helped a lot, because when you go meet these companies, you understand their business.
In this competitive environment with abysmal application statistics, what did you do to make your application stand out?
So I wrote an essay about my trip to one of the forts close by to Bombay called Rajmashi, and my experience there while free climbing up one of the forts, where I nearly slipped and had a near-death experience in that sense, and explain how it affected me. So I felt that was something unique and something which may have differentiated me from other applicants.
I think I had some clarity in thought in my statement of purpose, and that helped me in the application process.
Who did you get help from as you went through the process and you navigated this? Who were you getting assistance from?
At Cathedral, we had a counselor who would help with the recommendations and the nitty-gritties regarding the applications. So definitely use that help. And otherwise, it was direct internet and email to talk to the university, talk to professors there. They are very approachable and answer all your questions.
More recently, I applied for business school. So then I ended up using a formal counselor for help, and I think it's extremely helpful. I mean, I ended up working with someone who spent a lot of time personally with me.
The way we structure the entire experience at Reach IV is basically bent from my own experiences. There was no structured help organized, so that's what we offer. So I think conversations like these is what really gave us a glimpse. So thank you for sharing those glimpses with us in the audience.